Hi, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
All right, Brad, today we're going to talk about anterior tilt, and we're talking about the pelvis.
Yep, anterior pelvic tilt.
And is it good, bad, ugly? What is it?
Or indifferent.
Yeah.
First of all, where's the pelvis, and then what does the anterior tilt mean?
Yeah, it's best to show this on the spine.
Right.
Let's show this on you, Brad,
Okay.
basically. So this is lined up the same way Brad is lined up here. His
see
head would
that?
be here. Yep, his head would be here. This is his pelvis. Okay, these are his hips cut off here. And this is what we're talking about. We're talking about the pelvis here. Which way is it tilted?
Now, the red tape here would
Yeah.
actually be right about there on the skeleton, okay?
Yeah.
If you can imagine that.
So anterior means forward, and that means it's tilted this way. See how Brad tilted that way? Now posterior would be this way. Anterior, posterior. Anterior, posterior. Okay, so when do you want to be anterior? When do you want to be posterior? Quite often you want to be in the middle,
Right.
which is what we call neutral.
Sure.
So let's first talk about some times where you do want to be anterior, Brad.
Sure, okay.
Want to do a sitting?
When you're sitting in a chair and you want to have good posture, you're going to, can you see that, Lonnie? The red tape? Up and a little bit anterior.
A little bit.
Yeah.
What I would do quite often, Brad, is maybe go into anterior and then go back to neutral.
Right,
You,
yep.
you really want to probably be in
Right.
neutral, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, you don't want to be at end range or as far as you can, but
Yeah.
if anything, maybe a little anterior depending on the person.
Right.
But more to that neutral, sure.
You're going to be better off a little bit anterior than you're going to be posterior
Right.
on that. The other time where you really do want to be anterior quite often is with lifting. Wouldn't
Sure.
you say, Brad?
Yeah, let's
So,
get our
handy
model
dandy.
weights out. Ooh,
So-
I'm feeling strong like bull.
What you're going to do, again, you don't want to be rounded out like this, and this is a posterior tilt
Sure.
right now. So what you want to do is actually anterior tilt.
Right,
your
arch
pelvis,
that back.
Arch your back, and then you can lift down like this, and you're keeping the back in a safe
Yep,
position.
nice job,
Keeping the
nice
anterior
job.
tilt.
Okay, good.
So
All right.
the other, I think, misconception, Brad, about anterior tilt, a lot of people think when they're standing, especially like pregnant women or people that maybe have a little bit of a bigger belly,
Right.
they think they're in anterior tilt. And actually what they're doing is quite often they're leaning back like this,
Sure.
they're leaning back on their legs, and they're actually in a posterior tilt, believe it or not.
But because they're leaning back at it,
It looks like they have a big round here, doesn't it?
Sure, that's
You
way
know,
back.
Why don't you stand once they're bred, like
Right.
you got a belly, and it looks like you got a sway back, but that's actually what we call a posterior lean, and your back is pelvic, anterior, posterior tilted. So to correct that, really what you should do if you tend to stand like this is actually you want to bring your shoulders forward, one foot in front of the other, and that'll bring that pelvis forward, and you stand like this.
Sure.
So you normally want to stand like this. You want to bring your shoulders forward, kind of a little bit further over the front of your feet, and that will put your pelvis in the right
Sure.
position. So,
I just did want to bring one last thing before we go, Bob. Is you're going to hold on to this?
Sure.
Actually, let's lay this down here.
okay.
If we do have that anterior tilt, and you really do have a tilt, you want to tighten up typically the muscles in front, the stomach muscles that are going to bring that down more into neutral. So I'm not going to go through a series of exercises, but I am going to. Can you see that, Lonnie, the red line?
Yep, I can see it.
So I'm going to push down with my back, and
That's a posterior tilt.
Yep, we get to that posterior tilt. And, with all abdominal strengthening, you want to kind of do this anyways.
Right.
So that you get in that neutral position, and then you can do your knee up or your crunches. But the stronger you are here, that's going to help that anterior tilt go
What's
away.
nice about doing this, Brad, this exercise, is it gives you awareness of where your pelvis is at. A lot of
Exactly.
people have very poor awareness of where it's at. And if you can learn where it's at, then you know how to control it so that you can learn to put it in neutral
Exactly.
or a little bit of anterior tilt. Very rare do I find someone that has anterior tilt, Brad.
Yeah,
I mean,
in 20 years, I've never treated someone for an strictly
tilt.
anterior. There's usually other things that revolve
I had
around
one
it.
instructor that had anterior tilt, and he was a genetic thing that.
Okay.
Yeah. but
Sure,
beyond that,
so we hope that give you a little insight
little
on the
clarification.
anterior tilt.
So-
And we can continue to fix more things with our bodies except for, Bob, look at
Yeah,
this.
that's right.
We've got something exciting here.
Yeah, we can't show it. It's a broken heart, and we have trouble putting it together. We can't fix a broken
Yeah,
heart.
but we're working on it, and this is one more step in the right direction.
Thank you.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous